Our campaign of maximum pressure on the North Korean regime has resulted in the toughest ever sanctions. We have united our allies in an unprecedented effort to isolate North Korea. However, there is much more work to do. America and its allies will take all necessary steps to achieve a denuclearization and ensure that this regime cannot threaten the world. This situation should have been taken care of long before I got into office, when it was much easier to handle. But it will be taken care of. We have no choice.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? It is Monday, December 18th. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend, guys. You just heard President Donald Trump give his national security speech today, in which he highlighted a few things that we're going to talk about, mainly North Korea, right? He also talked about Russia and China being an adversary to the United States of America, building up NATO, building up our military, having NATO allies actually contribute a decent amount of money and funding towards NATO, because, as you know, before Trump came into office, the United States of America was covering a big part of that bill. But what I want to talk about is North Korea, all right? Because, you know, North Korea it's a hotbed topic. It's been a hotbed topic since, I want to say, May, June. But people have really been talking about, the mainstream media has really been pushing this nuclear war narrative against North Korea. But today we heard Donald Trump say, you know, we gotta really listen to his words there. He talked about how the United States of America will deal with North Korea, and that we have no other choice. Okay, and we've heard over the past couple of days, the last week or so, that the United States has been pressuring China about the crude oil sales and exports from China to North Korea. We want them to cut off their oil. And why do we want them to do this? Because back in 2003, I believe, it might have been 2001, maybe, I think 2003, China did the same thing. They cut off the oil supplies, and it brought North Korea to the table. So what we're trying to do is get the oil out of their hands, bring them to the table, and then hopefully peacefully negotiate the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Because we had a moment last week where Rex Tillerson talked about no preconditions for talks, where everyone was like, whoa, you know, it's the Trump administration, are they shifting the narrative here? You know, are they showing a sign of weakness? Are they really willing to talk with North Korea, maybe about a freeze-for-freeze option? Then it only took about 24 hours for us to hear back that that was not the case. That, you know, the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula was the ultimate goal, whether that was through peaceful means or through military means. And it seems like we're really getting to a point here where the military option is becoming more and more real. We heard Senator Lindsey Graham come out and say that there's about a 30% chance, he believes, he's a pretty close confidant to Donald Trump, 30% chance he believes that an attack on North Korea from the United States of America preemptively could happen. And then he stated that that jumps to about 70% if they conduct another nuclear test, which we've been seeing activity at the nuclear test site as of late. So we're thinking, okay, maybe a 7th nuclear test is going to occur. And a lot of people thought some sort of test would have occurred this past weekend, as it was the anniversary, the death date of Kim Jong-il, and I believe it was about 6 years, the 6th anniversary of his death. So we thought we'd see a test. We didn't actually see a test. You know, they had the normal parades. There's been some talk about a high-level ranking military officer in the North Korean military maybe executed. Some people believe that a high-level military officer was executed because of the delay of the 6th nuclear test and then the collapse of the tunnels. At this point, you know, it's hearsay, and we honestly are probably guessing at this point. No one really has the correct intel because North Korea is a closed state. But basically what we're hearing from Trump in this speech is we have no choice. All right, we've heard tough talk like this from Donald Trump before, so I don't believe that it means immediately we're going to see military action. But I do believe the next logical step, if these peaceful negotiations don't pan out, is a naval blockade. I really think that's the next logical step. And we've already heard North Korea come out, their foreign minister, and say, hey, if there's a naval blockade, that's an act of war. So we're going to have to see what comes from this, because, I mean, China's not going to stop the oil, and it seems like the U.S. is running out of patience. We're going to have to continue to watch this situation, guys. As more about this and other topics come up, I'll let you guys know. We'll talk about it, we'll discuss it. Hoping you guys are having a wonderful day. Have a few beers, because you guys deserve it. Say a few prayers, because the world desperately needs them. And as always, guys, keep your eyes to the skies. Thanks, guys.